संसार दावानलनिरलोका प्राणाय कारुण्य घनाघनत्यं सकलन गुणार्णवश वन्दे गुरश्री चरणारविन्दम् महाप्रभु कीर्तन नित्य गीता बादित्रमाद्यन्मन सोरसेना रोमाञ्चकं पाशुतरङ्गभाजो वन्दे गुरश्री चरणारविन्दम् संसार दावानलनिरलोका प्राणाय कारुण्य घनाघनत्यं सकलन गुणार्णवश वन्दे गुरश्री चरणारविन्दम् श्रीविग्रहाराधन नित्यनाना सिंगारतन्मन्दिरमार्जनादौ श्रीविग्रहाराधन नित्यनाना सिंगारतन्मन्दिरमार्जनादौ.
The way we're doing is that when my wife is cooking, I'm here downstairs with Sudam, our son, and then I will go up and cook a sabji and she will come down with him. Having a child, we need to find some ways, convenient ways that we can perform our service. While she's cooking, she's listening to Prabhupada class. We have two speakers, Bluetooth speakers that we always try to connect to our phone so that we can always hear Shri Prabhupada's bhajan or Shri Prabhupada's classes. In this way, we keep on doing the Shravanam. Yes, my son is obsessed with water. The sprinkler there. So I'll be talking about this a little bit later on, how it's important to always have spiritual vibration in the house. So we use those speakers. It's very, very useful. I'll show it to you, and I highly recommend it for any couple, anybody living in a house, to always put some bhajan or classes going on. It really works. The classes, even we don't listen to the whole of it, at least sometimes we pick some bits of it. We listen to a few sentences, and even if you don't listen, the transcendental vibration is still filling the room, filling the house.
When there is discrepancies in the matter of discharging religion, then dharma samasthapanarthaya sambhavami vividhi.
युक्तश्च भक्तांश्च निजं यतोऽपि वन्दे गुरश्री चरणारविन्दम् युक्तश्च भक्तांश्च निजं यतोऽपि वन्दे गुरश्री चरणारविन्दम् संसारदावानलनिरलोका प्राणाय कारुण्य घनाघनत्यं भक्तसकल्याण गुणार्णवश वन्दे गुरश्री चरणारविन्दम् चतुर्विधासी भगवत्प्रसाद सर्वान्नचित्तं हरिभक्तसङ्घान् चतुर्विधासी भगवत्
Namo Vishnu Padaya Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Radhe Jagadadhara Shiva Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Namaste Narasimhaya Prahlada Lada Daine Shilatanka Nakalaye Shimamadim Sharanam Prapadye. The wind Narsimha, our son, was feeling tired, so we have this rocking chair here, and I just rocked him a little and he fell asleep. So it's a good timing, so we can honor Prasadam in a quiet way. So this is it, our little festival for His Divine Grace, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati at home, trying to be as much Krishna conscious as possible. My wife did a small garland. We both cook some meals, some dishes for him. So this is it, our little humble example. Hare Krishna. So I have to go to work, and we decided to give the cake for all my co-workers. So I'm almost late, so I have to pack this and then be on my way.
Sadvarna Chitan Haribhakta Sanghan Daiva Triting Bhajata Sadaiva Daiva Triting Bhajata Sadaiva Vande Gura Sri Charanarabindam Vande Gura Sri Charanarabindam Vande Gura Sri Charanarabindam Sri Radhika Madhavaya Para.
As I was almost late, I drive quite fast, so the cake kind of became crumbled here on the side. Anyway, but it still looks nice, especially like this. And it's still prasadam, that's the most important. You're welcome. Say hello. Yeah. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, Leo. You're welcome, Timo.
Okay. Good afternoon, children. What's for afternoon tea?
So as you saw, all the kids in my class ate the Mahaprasadam wonderful cake of the Disappearance of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So they did nice prasadam, and I'm very happy about this. Okay, so why I'm very happy that I managed to distribute some prasadam to the kids in the kindergarten as well as the teachers. For those of you who have been following for some time, you might know that we went to north of China, Henan province, which is not really the north, central China, to open a temple center. Because as a disciple of His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the most important thing is preaching. Srila Prabhupada wants us to preach this message of Krishna consciousness. Why? Because everyone here in this material world is ignorant of who they truly are. Everybody is working under the conception that they are this body. Although they do not know why they are born, why they are forced to be born in a specific type of body, they simply assume that yes, this is me, and whatever is related to this body is mine, and my duty is to make this body as comfortable as possible and to satisfy the senses of this body as much as possible. This is wrong. Every religion, be it Christianity or Islam or Buddhism, doesn't matter, always teaches about higher values of life. So the Atma means the self. People think the Atma as the self as being the body, people think as being the mind, and some people think as being the soul, which is the actual truth. When you think that you're the body, the only business is sleeping, eating, mating, and defending. You're trying to be happy doing these things. When you come a little bit more advanced, you believe that you're the mind and you seek happiness in the mind. This is just like people who, write poetry or have some types of philosophy, mental speculations in this way. And then when you try to find Atma, you try to find pleasure in the Atma, the soul, then you're a yogi. There's different types of yoga, of which the highest is Bhakti-yoga.
And of all yogis, he who always abides in me with great faith, worshipping me in transcendental loving service, is most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all.
So it's a fact that everybody is born. Birth, death, disease, and old age are all there. Every living entity is suffering through these teachings without knowing why exactly it's happening to them. So the highest welfare for all humanity and all living entities at large is to preach this message of Krishna consciousness. We say consciousness. It's about changing the consciousness, not this religion and that religion and then Islam to Christianity or Hinduism to Islam. These are material concepts. It's still related to the body. Oh, I'm born in a Muslim family, therefore I'm a Muslim. I'm born in a Hindu family, therefore I'm a Hindu. We say consciousness, to go back to our original position as the eternal servant of the Lord. That is what we have to do. So to preach this message, there's no highest word. The real spectrum, the real defining factor of what is good, what is bad, is how much we please the Lord. That is all. And Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says that no one is more dear to him than the one who preaches.
There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be one more dear.
So knowing all this, His Grace, Sundar Gopal Prabhu, pushed me to go up north and open a center. Yes, it was the hardest thing I've ever done, but also the most pleasing thing I've ever done. I really felt pleasure and I advanced much more in my spiritual life because of that experience of preaching. When you're preaching, pure devotional service is guaranteed.
For one who explains the supreme secret to the devotees, devotional service is guaranteed, and at the end he will come back to me.
So why pure devotional service? Because it's simply Shravanam, Kirtanam. It means you are engaged in the pure process. Preaching is Kirtanam. And the full-time devotee means he wakes up, he does Mangal Arti, then he cooks for Krishna, then he makes garland for Krishna, then he does, Prabhupada Arti, then he goes out and preach, many devotional activities in this way. So that is pure. The whole thing is pure. This is not enacted by the three modes of material nature. The warden that is keeping all living entities locked into this abyss of suffering. That is not enacted by her. It is by Krishna directly. At the moment, I have left the preaching business because of my health. I came here to find a nice place with, a better air, because Henan province is one of the most polluted places on earth. So I got tuberculosis. I take it as an arrangement of the Lord. So I came down here. So now I'm working. I have a job. I'm getting money. Especially I'm saving that money to start back a preaching mission. But not until I'm fully healthy and strong. I want to be strong. I want my wife to be satisfied also. I know she likes this kind of life, to be, having a house, and, it's normal for a woman to be like that. But at the same time, I know she'll follow me. So what I'm doing at the moment can be classified as karma yoga. Karma yoga is the beginning of Krishna consciousness for people in general, which means you offer the result to Krishna.
O son of Kunti, all that you do, all that you eat, all that you offer and give away, as well as all austerities that you may perform, should be done as an offering unto me.
So that is the meaning of karma yoga. But it is not completely pure. Why? I'm working, I'm teaching English to these kids. What do they gain? Nothing. When I teach English, they don't get any benefit. But today I finally managed to give them prasadam. And why I feel very happy is because every time I go to work, I see their faces and I'm thinking, these kids, they don't know what's going on. They'll be misled by so many so-called leaders, parents that don't know the aim of life. What can I do for them? So when I saw them eating that cake, I was like, finally they got some mercy from the Lord. You see? So I'm very happy. I don't feel useless in that manner.
The word Sukriti refers to pious activities performed by the mercy of Krishna. One who is fortunate enough to obtain such mercy receives the remnants of the Lord's food and thus becomes glorious. That's it. I could be the instrument to bestow some of the Lord's mercy upon them, and for that I'm very happy.
पान